नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते
सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतङ्गमय। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Good evening. After many days, we see a bright sun. Are you happy? Very good. How are you all doing? Online students also keeping well? Free from fevers, colds, headaches? So please see page number 27. The second quote in the page. The miseries of the world cannot be cured by physical help only. Until man's character changes, these physical needs will always arise and miseries will always be felt. And no amount of physical help will cure them completely. The only solution of this problem is to make mankind pure. What it means to make mankind pure. So the miseries of the human beings cannot be assuaged unless and until man's character changes. Man here means human being. Okay? Unless our perception of life changes, we can't really make ourselves happy. Now if we just see the world, the whole world has only one goal. The idea of human beings is that we are the physical body and body has certain requirements, and if you fulfill those needs and requirements, you'll be able to make your life beautiful, happy. But if you just look at the world, it is not happening. Everybody is longing for something more and something more. You don't find a contented human being, a human being who is fully happy or satisfied with himself or herself. They're seeking and longing for something more and something more. We don't know when that last thing, what they are expecting or desiring, will they get or not, also we don't know. That means what? You have not figured it out. We celebrated yesterday, 76th Independence Day. Okay, political freedom we have attained. There are so many countries in the world, they have attained this political freedom. They're enjoying this political freedom, freedom in the economic sphere and also freedom in the social sphere. But still, there also the societies are not that happy. They're trying to figure out what life is. They have not figured it out. But our people have understood, particularly our sages, they said that you may acquire physical things, money is important, we understand. But beyond a point, actually, money is of no use. Physical things, you may have more physical things, but they will not really, make you happy. Unless man's character changes, human being's character changes. Here, character here means unless you know how to control your mind, how to control your emotions, basically, you will not be able to make yourself truly happy. The people think that actually happiness comes from outside, which is a myth. Happiness is a state of mind. It has to come from within. It has to come from within. For that, actually, you need to work upon yourself. And nobody is interested to work upon himself or herself. Still searching for outside, outside. Happiness, happiness, happiness. So how much destruction we have done to ecology and environment in the hope of finding joy and happiness through physical things, outward things. So for whatever that we have attained till now through science and technology, we should have been the happiest of the generation that have ever lived on the planet Earth. But is that the case? Is that the reality? No. Today's human being also is suffering. There's so much of stress, so much of anxiety. We all see in the world. Why? Swami says the problem of want got compounded. You have created so many new things, fine. Our desires also got multiplied. Not that we don't have basic necessities of life. They are fulfilled, but still we can't be happy because you see our neighbor. That's what the human nature is. Because he has more, she has more, and we also long for more. So struggle, 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 endless struggle, endless struggle, endless desires. And in this struggle only, many people will die in the end, Swamiji said. Even 10% of desires are also not fulfilled, the life comes to an end. That's why he says you need to turn inward, you need to understand the nature of the mind. As I told you before, the mind is by nature is craving. It's ceaseless craving, endless craving. It wants more and more. You ask your mind, when you will be satisfied? It will say, even if you give the entire earth, I won't be satisfied. If you are given the entire earth, actually, it will look for the stars. That is how actually mind is designed. That's why our people, our sages ask us to cultivate contentment. The greater the contentment and happiness you have, satisfaction you have from within, actually, the greater the human being. And we only have one enemy, that is the mind. If you know how to tame it, if you know how to control it, if you know how to restrain it, you are the happiest individual on the planet Earth. That we figure out after long struggle. So it is not through external things that I will be able to make myself happy. I need to turn inward. The enemy, the thief is within me. And if I just cross this, there is infinite bliss. There is infinite joy there. Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa used to give an example. There is a thief. There is a thin wall. There are two rooms. In one room, the thief is there. The other room, gold, diamonds, and other precious gems are stored up. Only one thin wall actually separating these two rooms. Now the thief has come to know that the other room contains gems, diamonds, and gold. Will he be able to, sleep restfully in this room? No, the thief's desire will be to break the wall and to catch hold of all the wealth that is there in the other room. He will become restless because he has come to know what is there in the other room. Only a thin partition is separating. So Sri Ramakrishna used to say, how that thief longs to catch that diamonds and gold that are there in the other room. In that way, we should long for God. That will happen only when you know that actually the core of your being is bliss, highest bliss and the greatest bliss. It's like Khalil Gibran, he says that he is the true prince who seeks his throne in the heart of a dervish. I repeat his quote, he is the true prince who seeks his throne in the heart of a dervish. You may find it a little difficult to understand this. Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, for example, where did he seek his throne? He also wanted to become a king, king of joy, king of Ananda, right? Where did he seek it? Did he seek in power? Did he try for political power? Did he want to try become a rich man? No. Where did he seek it? He sought it from within. Right? Always full of joy. He would burst with joy. You would never see him morose. Hundreds of people went to him. He was bubbling with joy and Ananda and Ananda, Ananda. Penniless man. He did not even touch money in his entire lifetime. Do you believe? जिंदगी में कभी भी वो पैसा को टच नहीं किया. He never touched money, and the happiest man in the world. How did it happen? Because he could know the source of joy is within. The source of universe is throbbing within you. For that, you need to transcend mind. And then, how to transcend the mind? Surrender. How to surrender? Just repeat God's name. Not I, but thou. Not I, but thou. Last class also I told you, I'm not the body, I'm not the mind. Okay? Chant this like mantra. One day, you will transcend the mind. The moment you transcend the mind, the infinite bliss, okay, is open to you. The storehouse is open for you. That's how actually you need to find. If everybody is told this, people will turn inward automatically, like Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. That kind of lifestyle they would prefer. They don't seek joy and happiness so much through outside things. Little you can acquire, and then there will not be competition in the world. Then there will not be greed in the world. Everybody will be self-sacrificing. Everybody will come forward to help others. Because through helping others, actually, I help myself. I will go to the core of my own being. If these spiritual values, if they are not taught to human beings mistakenly will seek happiness through physical things, then there will be by default competition, greed, corruption. They're all the byproducts of lack of the spiritual perspective towards life. Did you get? समझ में आया? ठीक है. Thank you then.